What's up, people? You see what I'm wearing right here, boy. You see what that is. You see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Coming from your mama's basement. You don't like it, I don't care. Tell your mother stop holding on to beer. It's like, I don't even drink beer, but let me keep it real with y'all. Lakers play the Sacramento Kings. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Here's the thing. When LeBron James came to LA, and I want y'all to understand, yo, I do not hate LeBron. See the fans. I don't know, man. I don't know, like the illusion or whatever it is that's in your mind. Y'all think that I hate LeBron or I'm picking on LeBron, all that. No, my thing at the end of the day is that I'm just not biased. I'm sorry, yo. I'm not gonna just keep putting all the blame on Russell Westbrook. He shouldn't even be here. He shouldn't even be in LA. It don't fit LeBron James type of style of basketball. But he's here now. So yes, I'm a critique LeBron just as much as I critique Westbrook. I'm not gonna sit there and ignore the point that he went out of his way to make sure Westbrook get here. You know what I'm saying? Remember, him and Anthony Davis said they're going to change up their style of play, put the ego to the side, and change up their style of play so Russell Westbrook can do him. It's not working. And the main thing is, the reason why it's not working, because Russell Westbrook likes to run. The Lakers don't run. They don't run. They run half-court sets, ISO plays. That's not Russell Westbrook game. And he always had a center to actually help him when he's stuck in the middle. Adams. He don't got that here. LeBron James is the center. LeBron James is not physical down low like a Dwight Howard. Let's be honest. LeBron James is one of the person that need the ball in order to create for himself. But he can still play off the ball. But it's the egos. So I'm going to go through this real, not quick, because this is going to be a nice little video. And like I said before, I don't really care if you guys get upset. Like I said, I'm a small channel in the middle of the corner. You don't like what I say, bro. Like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not concerned if you don't watch my videos or not. I'm not concerned about that. For those that know me, that been watching me from years ago, my hat off to y'all. To the new ones that's coming in and watching all that want to attack me about me always just picking on LeBron, I'm going to call it for what it is. All right? Now, the first quarter, everything was going smooth. Everything was going smooth. You know, we were actually, running the game. We were running, we're actually, having in position, where we were up by like, I think 9 points or something like that. You seen Dwight Howard get in there. The rotation looked good. Everything looked good. Malik Monk was on fire. Everything looked good. We up by, I think, 14 going into halftime. They take Dwight out. They bring LeBron in. LeBron comes in, jacks up a bunch of shots. Sacramento attacks the basket. There's no Dwight there now. Now Dwight is gone. Attack the basket. I keep telling y'all over and over again. Every team, because Sacramento Kings did it in the last game, but they didn't because they were too busy shooting jumpers. I guess they coach Gentry probably told him, look, man, attack the basket. They going small, attack the basket. Make LeBron play defense. And a lot of y'all be so focused on just his offense, but he's not, he never played center before. And these guys are physical. They coming in physical. See what I'm saying? Because he always, man, they coming in physical. All they doing is attacking the basket. So LeBron James jacked up a bunch of shots, and the lead went from 14 to 2 or 3 point lead or something like that. And I know a lot of fans going to ignore that. Okay, that's cool. We had a chance to make a run for it. We go in the second half. Barely see Dwight Howard. They go small again. Sacramento do what? Attack the basket. That's all they doing is attacking the basket. LeBron down there, so players going to come down there and help LeBron out. Meaning that if you come and help LeBron out, the perimeter is wide open for open three. And then the problem is a lot of these guys are not going out to actually contest the three. They're just standing there and look at it. Why these guys shoot? And that's all they was doing. They doing the same thing every other team is doing. Inside out play. I just said with Memphis. Inside out. Attack the basket. Make the Lakers, contest the shot in the inside so that way we can actually open up the court on the outside. Ball movement. That's all it is. Good ball movement. And that's what the Lakers, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, the Lakers are their own worst enemy. Starting from the coach to LeBron James and to Russell Westbrook. You got to call it for what it is. The Lakers are their own worst enemy. And why I say that? Because at the end of the day, the Lakers can move the ball. When people say they don't got shooters, they got shooters. The problem is that when you run an ISO plays, teams defense become more, they have a chance to really settle in because they know what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like when the ball is moving, That means team defense got to switch out. You know what I mean? Switch off a man. To go play another man. You catch a mismatch, something like that, or you catch a guy for wide open shot. That's all these teams are doing on the Lakers. All they doing on the Lakers. I'm gonna just run down the thing real quick. Excuse me. Now, the crazy thing is, Kings just wasn't missing. They wasn't missing. So they didn't really have to do a lot. They didn't really have a lot of offensive rebounds. They had 3? Because Lakers actually out rebound them on offense. To be honest with you, they really out rebound them. And who was the main one? Westbrook, Dwight Howard. I know, but a lot of people don't look at that. They don't look at that. You know what I mean, about Westbrook and Dwight Howard getting offensive boards. You had Reza had 2 offensive boards. Bradley had 2 offensive boards. Dwight Howard played 15 minutes, had 7 rebounds. That one shot on what's his daggone name on Lynn, that should have been a block, but I guess they probably called it was coming down, whatever. They didn't challenge it. But Dwight Howard, just his presence alone in the paint, help him. Look at the thing. LeBron James a -12, Reza a -14, Westbrook a -7, Bradley a -12, Monk a -14. Then you look at the bench. Johnson a +3. He should have been in more than Reza, but yet Reza got more playing time than Johnson. Johnson had 8 points. He was 2 for 3, playing pretty good defense. At the end of the day, come on, not too many people stop De'Aaron Fox. I mean, let's be honest. Ain't too many people stop De'Aaron Fox. This guy's a small forward / power forward, but he had 8 points. He was +3. Should have been in more. Only got 12 minutes. Dwight Howard had 15 minutes. He should have finished the game out. Be honest with you, me personally as a coach, knowing that Westbrook is struggling, knowing that you need shots, knowing that if LeBron can bring the ball down, Westbrook should be on the bench. I'm going to keep it real. Westbrook should be on the bench. If LeBron is going to be the man to bring the ball down 70-80% of the time of the possession, then Westbrook need to be on the bench and Dwight Howard need to be in at the center spot. LeBron James should not be playing center and bringing the ball down. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense. Because your center got to be down there in the paint when they push them fast breaks. It don't make sense. And that's the thing, too. You're bringing the ball down, you're running offense, and you're trying to play center where you're being physically, these guys are physically coming at you. You got a lot of wear and tear. You get tired after a while. And I'm just not really big about LeBron playing center. I'm not a real big fan of the small ball anyway. I'm old fashioned. I like the actual center to be in there and actually wreak havoc. And I think they should call more plays with Dwight Howard, which they don't. There's many times where you see Dwight Howard be deep in the paint calling for the ball and they totally ignore him, man. Totally ignore him. The only one that been really giving Dwight Howard plays, if y'all notice, is Malik Monk. The one that been giving him lobs and giving him plays. Attacking the basket, kicking out Dwight Howard. Dude had Dwight Howard 15 minutes, 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He had 4 offensive rebounds, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. He ain't really had that many fouls, but he was a +9. Wayne Ellington, he ain't really played. Now he was kind of off, but he was a +12. Reeves and with 0. Tucker had a subpar game. I think at the end of the day, I put it like this. Tucker, he's like wishy-washy with me. I'm not really sold on him yet. You know what I'm saying? He's still young, but I'm not sold on him. He's still raw to me. Some games he come out and play pretty good, and there's a lot of games where he just like Russell Westbrook, just turn the ball over. But a lot of fans don't see that. This Russell Westbrook, I don't like this Westbrook. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather have the Russell Westbrook averaging 15 points, 10 assists, 12 rebounds, and also turn the ball over 5 times. This Russell Westbrook is just like he is a shell of himself. He's just not playing how he's supposed to play. Because he playing, like the thing about it, here's the thing. At the end of the day, and I'm gonna say this to you, because remember, like I said about LeBron James. LeBron James basically allowed Sacramento to come back into, get back into the game and going into the halftime. Russell Westbrook did the exact same thing the third quarter and in the fourth. The third quarter, Russell Westbrook turned the ball. He turned the ball once. He missed a couple layups, taking threes. Did the same thing LeBron did. And Sacramento had a chance to run up. Even when we was down like 6 and Russell Westbrook, bad opportunities. And in the fourth quarter, I did not like it. I'm not going to blame Russell Westbrook for shooting threes. He should have shot anyway. Number one, he shouldn't be in the game. If there's 4 minutes left in the game and you're down by 8, and you look at the lineup they went with, Russell Westbrook was the odd man out. If you're going to have Russell Westbrook in the game, he got to have the ball. If you're not going to let him bring the ball down, you have to sit him on the bench. It doesn't make sense to have him in the game, just spot up behind the perimeter, knowing the dude can't shoot. That's the most dumbest thing. And then on top of that, Any player with a high IQ would know that. Why am I playing to Russell if I know he's going to shoot the three with 5 seconds left on the clock? That's just bad coaching, bad decision by the teammates and everything. At the end of the day, like I said before, if you got LeBron James and Russell Westbrook in the game, let Russell bring the ball down. Let LeBron James play off the ball. It makes more sense because LeBron is a better shooter than Russell Westbrook. It should be the opposite. LeBron James should not be bringing the ball down while Russell Westbrook is just standing around on the perimeter. That doesn't make sense. He's just there, and he's not doing them. He's just a $44 million man just sitting in the perimeter, just doing nothing. These last couple games, he barely even scored. 2 for 14. 0 for 5 behind the arc because that's how they got him playing shooting threes. LeBron James was 3 for 12. He had a good shooting night. The unsung hero was Reeves and Monk. I know y'all hype about LeBron James, but I'm gonna tell y'all something like this, man. If you look at the Golden State Warriors, you look at the Phoenix Suns, right? You look at the Milwaukee Bucks, your Miami Heat. Who other team that's sitting on top? Let me look real quick and see what other teams are sitting on top. Because I'm gonna share something with y'all. Because, a lot of y'all fans, man, y'all be so stuck, man. Like, well, LeBron just got to do this. LeBron. He don't have to see them. And Chicago Bulls, the Brooklyn Nets, right? Chicago, Brooklyn Nets, Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to stop right there. Then I'm going to go to the north. The Golden State Warriors, the Suns, the Grizzlies, and the Jazz. I'm going to just go to the Grizzlies, Suns, and Warriors, right? If you just look at these teams I named, you don't never see, besides the Golden State Warriors, the only team out of all those teams I named. But you never really see a star player on the top of scoring stats every game. Like, for instance, when you look at the Chicago Bulls, they got 2 scores, right? Every other night, it's either one or the other. Sometimes it might be somebody off the bench that scored because of good ball movement. You might not be hot that night. Your game might be off that night. If your game is off and somebody else is hot, what you do, you feed the hot hand. It's that simple. But the problem is the Lakers deal with egos, and a lot of you fans don't want to touch that because y'all be stuck on just being biased. Then, like, you look at the Nets. We got Kevin Durant, Harden, and now you got Irving that come back. Basically, before Irving came back, it was mostly Kevin Durant because Harden wasn't really doing nothing. But on certain nights, sometimes it's Harden that's leading the team. Sometimes it's freaking Irving leaving the team. Then then it's Durant. But you never. What I'm saying is that because the good ball movement is the reason why teams are winning. The Heat, even though Butler's the main person on that, sometimes be hero. It'd be other players that actually be leading the team. Leading the team in scoring. It don't always be that main person all the time. Like the Charlotte Hornets, is always somebody different. You know what I mean? Then you look at the Suns. Some day it be Booker, one day it might be Chris Paul, one day it might be Payne. You know what I'm saying? So it's always it's never the same person to lead and score every game. Golden State Warriors, like I said, the only team that really stand out. Ja Morant. When they beat us, Ja Morant wasn't leading score. What was it? Haynes that was leading score. See what I'm saying? Ball movement. People, and I'm trying to tell fans that, man. Like I tell people again, I don't mind LeBron taking over a game. I'd rather take over the game in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes to go. ISO all day. You know what I'm saying? But with Dwight Howard or Anthony Davis in the game, not Westbrook. But when you run at Westbrook and LeBron James, you got to let Westbrook bring the ball down and let LeBron play off of Westbrook. LeBron shouldn't be playing center. We're getting killed in the interior. See, everybody worry about scoring, but the problem is we have no damn defense. Perimeter defense is good. The biggest problem with perimeter defense is this. Because we run small ball, players are coming off the perimeter, off their man, to help out the center, who is LeBron. Or the man comes to the paint to score. LeBron doesn't slide over to put his hands up. He just stands there so the guy scores. Or if just say LeBron does come there and the guy notices LeBron coming there and the other guy's coming over to help out, what he does, he makes that pass to the guy sitting right there in the perimeter for open three. It's just common sense basketball, bro. And I tell people over and over again, like, and I'm going to tell you this story one more time. Me and 2 of my homeboys, we played against these Caucasian dudes, right? We talking trash, and these old Caucasian dudes, like, there was 3 of them and 3 of us. And then we sit there and look at these guys like, oh, we're going to beat them. They be like older guys. We're going to beat the crap out of them. We're going to beat them up. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers put on a Larry Bird show on us. Larry Bird show. What I mean by that, all they be doing is passing the rock to each other, taking open shots. We had one guy, I ain't going to say his name because he might be watching the video. We had one guy, he wouldn't pass the rock. All he kept doing is ISOs. We getting beat. We playing a game of 21. It beat us 3 times. 11, 20. Was it what? We had 11. They had 21. We had 7 to their 21. And I think one game we had 13 to their 21. But he wasn't passing the rock. They were moving the ball, getting open looks, making us look stupid. And I'm telling you, the biggest problem with the Lakers right now on offense, because they can score, is egos. Egos. Like LeBron, like I told people, in the third quarter, LeBron didn't have to take all them shots. We were up by 14. All you do is move the ball around. Move the ball around. Monk was hot. They barely gave him touches in the second half. Barely gave me touches in the second half. And that's what people felt like. Monk, like I told you, Monk should be. See why you got Monk was 7-13. LeBron was 13 for 29. Russell Westbrook was 2 for 14. Russell Westbrook should have been on the bench. He was struggling. He can't hit no shots. Listen, right now at this point in time, I'll bring Russell Westbrook off the bench. If you're not going, it's not. If LeBron James is not going to change up his style of play, it's best to bring Russell Westbrook off the bench. Let him come in with LeBron, get on the bench. You know what I mean? Let Russell Westbrook run the squad, because in reality of it, there were actually sequences where, Russell made a lot of dumb butt-head mistakes. There was some sequence where he did help the team get the score up. He helped the team, actually, close in the gap. And he also helped the team lose as well. But he also had games where he had to close in the gap. And we have to acknowledge that as well. I know we just going to focus on the negative, but we got to focus on the positive too. And I feel bad for LeBron, because LeBron should be playing center. He's getting, man, listen. Teams are walking in the paint and doing whatever they want. They laying up LeBron. LeBron ain't getting no blocks like that. He had one block, but he ain't getting no blocks. And there was a couple plays where he put his hand up and the dude just threw it up over him. He's 37 years old, man. I know they probably trying to find ways that, to conserve his energy so you can play more offense, but you give it up too much in the paint. It's not working. And I know some people say, well, he put LeBron in the center because it helped Westbrook. No, it does not. LeBron is still bringing the ball down. He's bringing the ball down 80% of the possessions. Westbrook is just basically a shell of himself. LeBron bringing the ball down. Westbrook standing in the corner. Westbrook is just done. He don't fit this team. You know what I mean? And I'm not, but he's here now, so we have to deal with it. But let's go on it. LeBron 13 for 29, 3 for 12 behind the 3-point. A lot of them shots came in the second half when he was just jacking them shots. Ain't hit no free throws. Dude struggling behind the free throw line. He 5 for 10. Only had 1 offensive board. Remember, he's the center. 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover. He had 34 points. And most people look at this, LeBron helped carry the team, this and that. No, actually, LeBron and Westbrook, put it like this. LeBron, Russell Westbrook, and I know y'all gonna get mad, but I don't care. LeBron, Russell Westbrook, and Vogel is who lost this game. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. LeBron, Russell Westbrook, and Vogel. They get the blame for this. Y'all know what Westbrook did. I don't even got to. See, when people say, why you want to talk about Westbrook? I don't need to talk about Westbrook. You know why? Because y'all know the guy's struggling. Y'all know he doesn't fit this squad. Y'all know he was turning the ball over. He's all through the columns. They talk about him every day. So I don't really have to address the Russell Westbrook situation, because you know what you're going to get from him. He don't fit. He's struggling, turning the ball over, making bad shots, throwing balls up on the backboard, circus act. Hey, man, it is what it is. He don't fit this squad. He should have stayed in Washington. But, he wanted to come to L.A. because that's his home. And then when LeBron James, presented that opportunity to him, if it's his home, we're going to jump on it. He didn't fit LeBron. Him and LeBron just don't coexist. Because I keep telling people they're the same type of person. The only difference between Westbrook and LeBron is Westbrook is shorter, or smaller, should I say, and he can't shoot. But they're the same exact person. They run ISO plays. You know what I'm saying? Now, in these games, you'll see Westbrook. Now, the thing about it, Westbrook turnover went down, but so does his points. He's not productive. Excuse me, he's not productive. Taking jumpers, taking threes. That's not his game. His game is attacking the basket. Y'all know you miss a few layups, but that's not his game. Here's still, I don't care. Look, everybody miss layups. But at the end of the day, I prefer you to go attack the basket than taking threes. That's not your game, buddy. That's not your game. It's not going to happen. Ariza, 25 minutes. They started him. I don't know why. I would have went with Johnson. That's just me. I would have went with Johnson. I mean, I personally would have had Dwight Howard starting, to be honest with you. I'll put LeBron James at power forward, because this experiment at small forward, this experiment playing small ball just ain't working. And if you're going to have LeBron James bring the ball down, Westbrook should be on the bench. I'm just going to keep it real. It's not going to work, because Westbrook can't shoot. If you're going to have Westbrook in there, you got to let him bring the ball down. That's the only way Westbrook going to be effective for this team. If you're going to have him on the floor, you got to let him bring the ball down. Ariza shouldn't be starting. Ariza's slow. I know a lot of y'all love Ariza, but Ariza old too. He's in his 30s now. He's in his prime, late primes. And at the end of the day, he's not the old reason that was running up and down the court playing good defense was with Houston and all the rest of them and the Lakers. But in the reality of it, he's the old reason. He's not moving. He shouldn't be starting. Like I said, I would went with LeBron James at power forward and Dwight Howard at center. That's what I did. Russell Westbrook at point. Monk, and if you want to run Monk at the three like you've been doing, that's cool. And Bradley, that's cool too. But like I said, in this game, Monk and Reeves should have had more shots. Both of them were hot, and I think the Lakers should have actually, the coach should have told LeBron and Westbrook, try to find them two dudes, man, get them some open looks. But like I said, when you deal with a bunch of egotistic individuals, it's not going to happen, man. And until these Lakers learn how to play together as a team, we're going to continue to struggle, and we're going to continue to lose a lot of games. But a lot of fans, we only focus on, like I said, only on the offense. We don't worry about the defense. Bradley, not a good game. Played pretty good defense, until after a while, but not a good game. He had 4 assists, 2 for 9. Didn't shoot the ball well behind the perimeter. 1 steal. Monk, like I said, was hot. 6 for 9 behind the arc. 2 free throws. He had 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Played pretty good defense. 7 for 13. I think this Monk, me personally, Monk defensive-wise was his best game. But the problem is they didn't get him involved in the second half. And that was the biggest problem right there, because like I said, you had LeBron James taking a lot of shots and Westbrook taking a lot of shots. When Monk was the hot hand, you were supposed to feed Monk. Monk was the better shooter behind the perimeter than Westbrook, LeBron, everybody, him and Reeves. And these are the guys you should have fed. Even Johnson had a good game. But like I said, he only played 12 minutes. He should have had that time that the Reeves got that 25 minutes. That should have went to Johnson. That's just me. Like, if you're a coach and you see that things are not working as a coach, it's your job and your duty as a coach to make changes in your rotation. You can't just sit there and let the Lakers bleed. So I don't give a hell at the end of the day, whether LeBron James, if it's Westbrook. The point is, if these guys are not playing to their potential, you got to sit them. If Westbrook is turning the ball over constantly, he's not fitting in his role with LeBron, you put him on the bench. You bring Reeves in. You bring Tucker in for 19 minutes. He had, like I say, he was erratic. I don't even want to talk about him. He didn't really do too much. But I'm really pissed off because they do not want to play Dwight Howard. When he's on the floor, it's disruptive to the team. They're not getting to the basket like they want to. Only when they get pick and rolls and Dwight Howard come out to help out, then you might see guys, slash to the paint. But when Dwight is there, he's rebounding. He's an interior defender that's preventing these guys from doing whatever they want in the paint. When he goes out, all they did was attack the basket. The Kings had 70 points in the paint. But all we do is focus on Westbrook turnovers or Westbrook ain't doing nothing. No, we look bad right now. We can score. The problem is, like I said before, and I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna go to the score box. The stat box. Like I said before, if you wanted to work, Westbrook have to bring the ball down. LeBron James have to play off Westbrook. Both of these guys got to put their egos to the side and start moving the ball around. LeBron James does not have to work hard. That's the biggest thing that a lot of fans are failing to realize. You got Malik Monk and you had Reeves that was hot. All LeBron James got to do is actually, him or Westbrook, whoever got the ball, move the ball around, find Reeves, find Monk, get them open shots, get them open looks, game in the bag. Coach Vogel got to know the rotation. You got to know when to put somebody in, when to take somebody out. If Westbrook is not doing anything, he's not effective. Fourth quarter come, we down 4 minutes to go, and we down by 6. You take Westbrook out, you let LeBron James run the point. It's just that simple. Throughout the game, if Westbrook is having a hot game, you keep him in. But if he's not doing anything, you cannot have him on the floor if he's not contributing. It don't make any sense to me. And then, like I said, I'm gonna leave that alone. The Lakers, end of the day, Lakers beat themselves, man. But kudos to the Sacramento Kings. I gotta respect them because in reality of it, they took advantage of the Lakers' weak interior defense. They just took advantage of it. No matter how we look at it. If you look at the field goal, the Lakers shot 42% from the field. Sacramento shot 55% from the field. Lakers 16 for 47 3-pointers. 16 for almost 50 freaking threes. 50 freaking threes. 34% shot. Kings only shot 11 for 30. They shot 36%. Free throws. Lakers was 16 for 24. Free throws another thing that's killing us. Dudes got it, their free throws. We only shot 66% for the three. Kings was 16 for 19, knocking down all these shots up for 3, 84%. Rebounds about the same. Lakers did have 15 offensive rebounds. Like I said, that goes with Westbrook, and that goes with Dwight Howard. So 15 offensive boards. We had 30 defensive boards. They had Kings had 8 offensive boards and 37 defensive boards. Assists. Kings had 3 more assists than us. We had 25. They had 28. Steals. We had 6. They had 8. Blocks. We only had 3 to their 7. Total turnovers. We only had 9, which is good. We control the ball. The thing about it, if I say, if you're going to use Westbrook like that, at the end of the day, the best thing to do is on the fourth quarter, if LeBron will bring the ball down, then Westbrook should be on the bench. Dwight Howard should be starting until Anthony Davis comes. During the first 3 quarters of the game, whatever, Russell Westbrook should bring the ball down, let LeBron James play off of him, move the ball around, get easier looks, so you ain't got to be killing yourself for every possession. And that's what the Lakers are doing. They're forcing up shots. They're killing themselves on every possession because there's not enough ball movement. It's just that simple. They're not a lot of ball movement. Total turnovers, like I said, we had 9. They had 13. We scored 20 on theirs. They scored 17 on ours. Fast break points. We had 15. They had 23. Points in the paint. Lakers only had 42 points in the paint. Sacramento had 70. And I keep telling you guys over and over again. I keep telling y'all. Layups, dunks, it's like this. In paint scoring is much more higher percentage than shooting threes. Once you establish the inside game, the perimeter is wide open then. It's wide open. And that's what's killing the Lakers, man. The Lakers, in the day, LeBron James and Westbrook could have had a good game, but because of the interior defense is the main reason why we're losing a lot of games. Fouls. We had 19 to their 20. We had a 14-point lead. That's what I'm saying. And we let that 14-point lead go into the third quarter. At the end of the day, I know a lot of fans don't want to hear this, and I know y'all going to get in the comment section and will beat me down about LeBron James, but I'm going to say it again. LeBron James, Westbrook, Vogel lost this game. Vogel because he didn't rotate right. Like I said, he didn't rotate right. Westbrook was struggling. When Westbrook turned the ball over, you should have took Westbrook out. Dwight Howard should have been in the game more. He should be getting 30 minutes. Travis Ariza shouldn't have had more minutes than Johnson because Johnson was actually playing better than Ariza. Ariza was slower. Reeves and Monk should have had many more looks shot-wise. Many more looks. Both of them are hot. You feed the hot hands. LeBron James, at the end of the day, he didn't have to drop 30-something points. I'm going to tell you like this, Joe, was crazy. LeBron could end up with 20-something points and 15 assists if he just passed the ball around. And I'm not knocking him. You know what I mean? I know he's doing what he can to help team win, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, LeBron's enemy is himself. He's his own worst enemy. And what I mean by that at the end of the day is this. You got 2 guys that's hot. Feed them. Dwight Howard mixed matches. Throw some lobs up there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to score 30-something points. And he shot behind the perimeter, shot all them threes. Him, shucks. We'll go to it real quick and we'll get back, get out of here. Because it's almost 30 minutes in this thing. And I need to take my tail to bed. You had LeBron James 3 for 12. Reeves 0 for 2. Westbrook 0 for 5. Bradley 0 for 4. So the hot hand was Monk 6 for 9. Johnson 2 for 3. Ellington was 0 for 2. Reeves was 4 for 7. And Tucker was 1 for 3. Reeves got 28 minutes. 19 points. Monk got, 29 minutes, 13 points. I'd have put Horton on the bench. Horton Tucker when he got some minutes, but he was struggling, I'd have put him on the bench. Reeves wouldn't have got no 25 minutes. That's just me. Like I said, Johnson would have got more minutes than that. But Howard would have got more than damn 15 minutes. That's y'all biggest problem right there. Like I said, LeBron can score 40, 50 points. It don't matter. If the interior defense is not there and these teams are banned to score at will, it don't matter if LeBron score 80 points. The point is, at the end of the day, defense brings offense. Defense win games. Until the Lakers figure out how to play defense, Westbrook can turn the ball over 7 times. As long as they play defense, they can win games. But until they learn how to play defense, it's going to be a hard, long-fought season. With that being said, your man, ever love, like, share, subscribe, get in the comments, tell me what you think. Coming from your mama's basement. I don't give a heck if y'all get mad about me talking about LeBron. I told y'all talking about him, Westbrook, Vogel, Davis, whoever. Anybody that's struggling or anybody that's doing bad, I'm going to talk about them. But when they having good games, I'm going to give them their credit. Like I said, LeBron had 34 points, but they were hard-fought 34 points when he didn't have to fight hard. Ball movement. You move the ball better, it's easier for a team to be able to operate when the ball is moving. I'm going to tell y'all fans like this, and I'm going to let y'all go. Stop watching just the Lakers. Start watching these other teams and watch how they move the ball and watch how they having fun. The Lakers not having fun. You barely see the Lakers smile. They barely smiling. These other teams are having fun. That's why the Memphis Grizzlies, was going at LeBron talking trash. Because they got in his head. Memphis having fun. They won 10 games in a row, and people are going to get mad at me because I talk about Memphis, beating the interior, and the Lakers just didn't come to play because they ran him out the gym. Memphis is not a bad team, bro. Memphis not a bad team. There's rising teams, yo. You're seeing LeBron James and them, at the end of the day, a bunch of old guys, and they need more younger guys to mix in there. This old guy thing is cool and all that, but they got to start using their head, man. The Lakers are beating themselves, man. You got these stars here. At the end of the day, the Lakers are beating themselves. And I keep telling y'all over and over again, they're beating themselves. The Lakers could be a top-notch team if they just play deep, if they will coach right, and LeBron James will play off Russell Westbrook. It can work, but they got to run the ball. When Russell in there with them young legs, they need to run the ball. That's Russell's game right there. Not no half-court set. That's LeBron's thing. When LeBron get the ball, he go coast to coast and he lay it up, whatever. But usually, most of the time, LeBron like to run half-court sets, ISO plays. So at the end of the day, when Russell in there with a bunch of young guys, you run the ball. That's come down to coaching. Because the coach don't know what the hell to do. And y'all want to beat up on just Russell Westbrook and, and the other fans who want to pick on LeBron. But at the end of the day, it comes down to coaching too. Your coach got to know how to utilize your players according to their strength and weakness. Right now, he's using players according to their weakness, and it's exposing us and making us seem like we're a sorry team when we're not. We're not a sorry team, man. I tell people, I just critique the Lakers because I love them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying, trade Russell Westbrook. I know people talking T.H. Tucker like me. I say, listen, trade him because he's young and we can get some assets for him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Westbrook is here. Nobody's jumping that Westbrook contract. Westbrook is here. You got to make it work now. The dude here, you sit him on the bench? No, you can't sit on the bench. Ain't nothing wrong with him. You just got to use him according to his strength. He like to run, put some young legs in there. When LeBron go on the bench, put some young legs on there and let him run the ball. Let him run. Let him run. You got shooters. Put Dwight Howard in with Russell Westbrook and let him run. Look, when LeBron go to the bench, you can put Russell Westbrook in there with Monk. Russell Westbrook, Monk, Johnson at small forward. Dwight Howard, and I guess Trevor Reeves at the power forward spot, and let him run. So you only really got Trevor Reeves is the only one that that's kind of old. Because Dwight Howard can get up down the court too, and just let him run. But it is what it is, man. Let me get up out of here, guys. It's almost 32 minutes in the game. And in this video, I know half of y'all ain't gonna watch it. Y'all gonna just see me pop it on. Y'all gonna just start talking. Some of y'all just gonna come attack me about LeBron and you watch the video. I know how it is. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, guys. And I don't mind y'all comments. I'll try to get in and chop with y'all. You know what I mean? It's all love with me. You know what I'm saying? But in the day, I just want you to know I do not hate no players. I'm not biased. And I just call it for what I see. From what I see, it's just my opinion. Whether you like it or not, it's cool. I'm not mad at you. Everybody got an opinion, but I'm just not biased. I'm just not biased at all. I see what I see, and I call it out. That's what I do. I'm not going to sit up there and just say things to make fans of a certain player feel comfortable or feel good. No. I'm a Lakers. I'm not a fan favorite. I'm a Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm going to call them all out. I'm not sitting there riding on no train. Oh, yeah, this player that. No. Like I told you, out of all of them right there on this team, if the Lakers trade all of them, all I say is keep Monk and Reeves. Keep Monk and Reeves. If you want to trade all of them, go ahead. I don't give a heck. Just keep Monk and Reeves because I like Monk and I like Reeves. But anyway, y'all take care. I'm out.